Hi, everyone. Warm welcome to our session, a monthly community call with Zen. Uh, Last month, we did a session on, uh, getting back in touch with our goals for the year and creating a vision board. This month, we are doing a practice session. And basically, the idea is to return to your body. We'll start with breath work and then go into a meditation and followed by reading. Thank you all for being here. Um, so I'll start with the breath work. So the first thing we'll start, and just before that, just tune in and just tune into yourself. Come back to just being present in your body for a minute. You could close your eyes if you like. And just notice whatever's going on, what you're feeling, what sensations are going on in your body. Because when we breathe intentionally, we breathe consciously, there's a lot of benefits that come out of it. By exhaling by increasing the time of our exhales, we get a lot of benefits, such as we connect back with the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps to reduce any stress, anxiety. uh, Breath work also has other benefits because it affects the chemistry of the blood. So, it improves your immune function, things like that. So, just when you're feeling present, we'll start with 2 inhales through the nose and 1 exhale through the mouth. So, we start with, you can do it at your own pace, but I'll just show you what I'm doing. It's 2 inhales in the same go. So, it's, and then a long exhale through the mouth. So practice with me. So we just started, we're doing breath work. We're doing 2 inhales in one breath and then a long deep exhale from the mouth. We'll do this 2 more times. And just at the end of the exhale, then just return to your normal breath. And just notice what you're feeling throughout your body. So today we're just coming and getting back in touch with our bodies. The second type of breath we're going to do is called a 4-6-7. Some of you may have practiced this. So in this, we're going to do 4 counts of an in breath. We inhale for 4 counts. We hold for 6 counts. And then we exhale a long exhale for 7 counts. So it goes like, you can start. I will, keep count and you can continue. So we'll do inhale, 2, 3, 4. hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And gently come back to your normal breath. You'll just be silent here for a moment. And just tune in to what we are feeling in our bodies. Could be at the end of a long day. You just want to let go. Just return to your breath. Be fully present with whatever's going on in your body. The next practice that we're going to do is called Wim Hof. Some of you may know this from before. So Wim Hof is very strong inhale and exhale. So very quick and deep breathing. And we do that for 25 to 30 times. Then we inhale, hold for 10 seconds, and then we completely exhale. So after the exhale, we do a longer hold. So we're going to start this, and the first exhale we will do is for like about 30 seconds, and usually 30 seconds is doable. But if you feel that after, if even before, I'll keep count, but before that, if you feel you need to, then get air. But the idea is to hold for as long as possible, and this longer holds after the exhale, this brings about a lot of changes in our blood, like I said, and they have a lot of benefits. So just start with me, and then so I'll keep count of the holds, and we'll first do 30 seconds, then we'll do 45 seconds, and in the third set we'll try to do a minute. But do it at your own pace. If anybody has a lot of high blood pressure or something, this might not be suitable. So, please just do it to the extent you can. Yeah. So we'll start with 25 deep inhale, and inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and quick ones, fast. We'll do this 25 times. Continue for 5 more times. Then we take a breath in and hold the in breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we exhale completely, and then we'll continue to hold at the exhale for about 30 seconds. Try to do your best. 10 more seconds. Now inhale. Inhale deeply. Hold. And let go. So that was one round of Wim Hof breathing. We started with 30 seconds. I hope you could all do the 30 seconds. Next time we'll try to hold for 45 seconds. Like I said, if you feel that it's uncomfortable, really uncomfortable, and then, just take a call and breathe earlier if you need to. So we'll start again, 25 to 30 deep inhales and exhale, like the same hyperventilating way of breath. We'll start that again. Keep going for 15 more breaths like this. Five more. Hold and inhale. Inhale at the hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we exhale out completely. We let go of the breath, and at the exhale, we're going to hold. We're at 30 seconds. Try to hold for another 10 seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale. Deep inhale, hold for 5 seconds. Now you can exhale and return to your normal breath. I hope you're able to do this. The next time we're going to try for a whole minute, 60 seconds. So we'll get back to our deep, long breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, quick, fast breathing. 10 more. Now we hold at the inhale for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and hold. You shoot for a minute. And you will feel some tingling sensations. That's normal. Try to keep going. Continue to hold at the exhale. We are past 45 seconds. Just 10 more seconds. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. So if you could do that, that was a complete minute. Inhale, hold at the inhale. Now you can let go and return to your normal breathing. So we did 3 rounds of Wim Hof breath, and this is very energizing breath. It's also very, like I said, it has a lot of other benefits. And when we return from this, so we are activating the sympathetic nervous system during Wim Hof, and then when we return and we, come back to our breath, then the parasympathetic nimbus nervous system that kicks back in. So just stay with that for just a 1 minute in silence, and then then Smita will lead us through the meditation. Yeah, you can take it from here, Smita.
Thank you, Puneet. That was amazing. All right. I think the breath work has really grounded us, and we do a meditation on this is a love letter to our bodies. So, this is a love letter to your body, and you can just tune in. I mention different parts of the body in between, and you can just focus on what you're feeling. This is more about getting into the feeling space of the words as you hear them. So just nothing to do, just stay receptive and receive this. So you can get into a comfortable position. You can close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and gently breathe out. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw soften. Let this be a moment of homecoming. This is a letter that you've never written, but your body has longed to hear. Dear body, I don't say this enough. I don't pause often to really see you, to thank you, to honor you for being my oldest, most faithful companion. Before I had language, you were holding me. Before I knew what love was, you were giving it. Thank you. Dear feet, you've carried me through years and places and seasons. You've walked me into rooms that have changed my life. You stood strong when I needed to be brave. You've run toward joy and away from harm. You've danced at weddings and stumbled through grief. You are my ground. I see you. I thank you. Dear legs, how tireless you are. The stairs you've climbed, the weight you've borne, the children you've bounced, the beds you've risen from. You've held me up when I had no strength left. Forgive me for ever wishing you were thinner or smoother or longer. You have never failed me. Dear hips and bottom, you have cushioned me when I sat in sadness and swayed with me when I celebrated life. I have judged you, measured you, compared you, hidden you. And still, you've only given me grace. You're beautiful in ways I never stop to see. Thank you. Dear belly, my dear soft living center, how cruel I've been to you. I've tried to flatten you, silence you, erase you, but you've always loved me back. You digest the food that nourishes me. You expand with breath when I'm calm. You flutter when I fall in love. You house my gut instincts. You've been a cradle of life. You are not shame. You are sacred. I'm so sorry. I love you. Dear back, you are my unseen strength, my support, the one who carries burdens quietly and still shows up every day. You ache and I ignore you. You tire and I demand more, but you've never quit on me. Dear arms and hands, you've reached for what I've needed. You've held so many others, babies, books, broken hearts. You've written, cooked, created. You've offered help. You fought. You've forgiven. You are my bridge to the world. You are how I give and receive love. Thank you. Dear shoulders, how much you've carried that was never yours to hold. Stress, worry, responsibility. Still, you've stayed steady. Neck, you've turned me toward beauty, tilted in curiosity, bowed in humility. You're the gentle highway between my head and my heart. Dear mouth, how many words you have spoken, how many songs, how much laughter, how much truth you have tried to shape with sound. How many meals have you tasted and kisses you have given? You are joy, you are life. Dear eyes, how often you wept for me, how faithfully you have searched the world for light. You have let me see stars and oceans and faces I love. You've never stopped looking, even when I closed off. Thank you for helping me see in every way. Dear skin, my precious boundary, my soft armor, I've criticized you endlessly. Your color, your texture, your scars. But you've kept me safe. You felt every caress, every breeze, every raindrop. Dear body, you've never asked me to look like someone else. It was the world that did that. It was society that told me what was acceptable, what was desirable. They made me believe beauty had one shape, one shade, one weight. But they were wrong. My body, you're not a trend. You're not a punishment. You're not a before photo. You're not a failure to meet a false ideal. You're the home of my spirit. You're a masterpiece of breath and bone and blood and being. What madness it is that I judged you, that I judged your belly instead of blessing it, that I wished away your curves when they were the architecture of compassion and softness, that I criticized your skin while it held me like a mother through every storm. From this moment on, I vow to love you the way you have always loved me. silently, unconditionally, without applause. I will rest when you're tired. I will feed you with kindness. I will move you with joy. I will speak to you with reverence. I will not shrink you. I will not punish you. I will not measure your worth by the mirror. You're not an object. You are a living love letter, a miracle in motion, and I'm so, so grateful. So, as you breathe, can you feel the truth of these words? This body is not just skin and bone, it is wisdom made visible. It is the one that speaks first when something's off, when something's not right. It tells us where we hold our tension, where we grip too tightly, or what thoughts don't belong, or what we're not listening to. It whispers in fatigue, it shakes in anxiety, aches in grief, not to punish, but to guide, to tell us lovingly something needs your attention, something needs your care, or something doesn't serve you. Your body is a compass, not pointing north, but inward. It's a sacred vessel for awakening. A mirror that shows us the truth of who we are not, so that we may glimpse the truth of what we are. No, you're not just this body, but this body is how the divine moves through time. It's the sacred cloth that God chose to wear. The breath and blood of the universe woven into human shape. Being embodied is God's highest flight of imagination. It's his grandest dream. God's play, God's expression. You are not the body, but this body is how the infinite holds a cup of tea, cries at a song, caresses a child, and bows in prayer. Can you feel the awe of that? Can you let your body be your teacher, your temple, your truth teller, and your beloved all at once? You can place your hands on your heart now and say, I hear you. I thank you. I honor you. I love you. We'll stay quiet for a couple of minutes. Whenever you're ready, you can gently emerge. Thank you. All right. That was the meditation on a love letter to your body. Um, it's amazing how we kind of get caught up in so many stories around judgment about what it should be like and forget that it has a different purpose than what the world usually sort of points out all the judgments are about, basically. So it's great to tune back in and realize what it is. Also, it's amazing how much of the functioning is happening with the body, whereas that's just like we just take it for granted, saying, yeah, that's of course it's there. In fact, we don't even notice it, I think. So it was just nice to tune in to like so much that we don't even realize is happening. All right, so that was the meditation. I'll hand over to Shubhra for some reading.
Thank you. I think both the breath work and the meditation has set a different kind of tone of being open to what is and being present. So I got a nudge to get some cards and we can do them in a bit. And then I opened one of my favorite books that's Moments in Between. I've read from it before, The Art of the Quiet Mind. And it opened up to this, I don't know if you can see, the beautiful image of a lotus. And it's talking about opening. So I'm going to read from here. I'll start with the quote. It's by Henry David Thoreau. Open all your pores and bathe in all the tide of nature. When we take daily time to remember who we are and what is important to us, we can be more open to life. If we are not open, we miss so much. Just like Smita was saying about, we miss so much to be grateful for about our body. I was thinking about, oh, I've never ever, I think, thanked my skin for holding all that is. Even though, like, the kids keep falling and they keep scraping, and then they have these little, patches where the skin is just forming in to contain all that, pain the fall caused, and it's just the not the bandages, the skin is the bandage, it's holding all of us. But as Smita was saying, I had this overwhelming feeling of that there is so much that I don't notice about my own body and my own self. Like judging about the belly I have, thought of. But we can totally be so grateful and open to what is. And so back to the reading. If we are not open, we miss so much. Being open means the realities of life have a way to get into you. The gates are open and you won't miss what you don't want to miss. One of the ways to open all your pores is to find an image that signifies opening to you. I am a very visual person, so it works for me. It could be a song for you. For me, image is like instantaneous. It just, if you can recall it a few times a day, whatever you imagine in the morning, it will be a great way to go back to mindfulness. Image has a powerful effect on us. As you have heard, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Here are a few examples of images of openness that might get you started in finding your own. There's the older book, so it says dish antenna, but it says open to all the signals of the universe. A sapling stretching to reach the sun and the rain. A whale, huge maw agape and swimming through the krill. A magnet attracting the opposites. A child knowing that everything is possible. So pick your own metaphor for openness from this list, or, and 3 times today you can stop and recall your image to just be present. Because when we race through life never stopping, openness is difficult because too much goes right through us without making any difference in our lives. In the words of Thoreau, he's using the analogy of bathing. Perhaps that could be the image for you. When you are immersed in a tub or standing under a steady shower of water, no part of you is missed and you are open. So let's be open to that. And then I just want to read one more thing for that, which is kind of continuation. A great way to become open and stay open is simply to be quiet and receptive to what might be. Be still, breathe, relax, breathe again and again. Let just a little time pass doing nothing, because silence is a receptive space. Slowly, the space you are in becomes open. Slowly, you realize that you can trust the quiet. Nothing will scare or overwhelm you. Slowly, you begin to realize that this is a time of receiving, not just of emptying. Slowly. And now again, be still, breathe, breathe again, relax. And let a little time pass doing nothing. Now note how you're feeling at the end of this little practice. Give this feeling a name if you like composure or tranquility. And when the time comes for you to get going again, bring this tranquility or composure with you. Name it to yourself from time to time during the day and revisit the feeling. So basically, all this is pointing out to is if you have an image in mind, you can recall it a few times a day maybe when you are about to get angry and you just recall that image that you thought of in the morning, and you can instantaneously come back to the relax, breathe, do nothing for a moment, let a little time pass. And that may just, stop the cycle of reacting in the moment and regretting later. So that's one piece of quiet um, for the day. Then I do have a creative advice too, because I was struggling with creativity, and in the sense that I'm an artist, so I have to create. And then if you think like you have to, then it becomes pressure. So this one of my other favorite book is Big Magic from Elizabeth Gilbert, and she shares a trick. So it's just a little para that I want to read. So, like we were saying, to do so many things and be calm and all that. And one more trick or note for her during the day is stop complaining. Trust me on this. Trust Werner Herzog on this too. There are so many good reasons to stop complaining if you want to live a more creative life. First of all, it's annoying. Every artist complains, so it's a dead and boring topic. From the volume of complaints that emerges from the professional creative class, you would think these people have been sentenced to their vocations by an evil dictator, rather than having chosen their work with a free will and an open heart. Second, of course, it's difficult to create things. If it wasn't difficult, everyone would be doing it and it wouldn't be special or interesting. And third, nobody ever really listens to anybody else's complaints. Anyhow, because we are all too focused on our own holy struggle. So basically, you're just talking to a brick wall. But fourth and most important, you're scaring away inspiration. Every time you express a complaint about how difficult and tiresome it is to be creative, inspiration takes another step away from you, offended. It's almost like inspiration puts up its hands and says, "Hey, sorry, buddy, I didn't realize my presence was such a drag. I will take my business elsewhere." I have felt this phenomena in my own life. Whenever I start complaining, I have felt the way my self pity slams the door on inspiration, making the room feel suddenly cold, small, and empty. That being the case, I took this path as a young person. I started telling myself that I enjoyed my work. I proclaimed that I enjoyed every single aspect of my endeavors, the agony, the ecstasy, the success, the failure, the joy, and the embarrassment, the dry spells, the grind, the stumble, and the confusion and the stupidity of it all. I even dared to say this aloud. I told the universe and anyone who would listen that I was committed to living a creative life, not in order to save the world, not as an act of protest, not to become famous, not to gain entrance to the canon, not to challenge the system, not to show the bastards, not to prove to my family that I was worthy, not as a form of deep therapeutic, emotionless catharsis, but simply because I liked it. So try saying this: I enjoy my creativity. Whatever work you do, just enjoy it. And when you say it, be sure to actually mean it. Inspiration will be grateful to hear those words coming out of your mouth, because inspiration, like all of us, appreciates being appreciated. So that was from a artist's perspective, but I think whatever we do, all of us, all the time, are in fact born creative. And then I teach children, I see that we are actually really, really born creative. Then somebody told us that that's not the right way to do things, and then we stopped. So if you want to have that flow back, then stop complaining and let inspiration stay there and not leave you. So I'm going to apply that. And I also, I hope you like that. Then I have the batch flower cards, which are really awesome. So I thought if one of you wants to pick a number and we could read that as a message. And then also one more pack, which are the nudge cards, which we can take as something to do today. So, Anhat says number 7. Okay. Let's see. What's the 7? Give me a second. They are not lined up. So give me a second. I just thought of it intuitive reading. So just intuitively I ran down. Okay, got it. All right. Anhad has chosen chestnut bud. Awesome. It says awareness, trust, presence, focus, and inner wisdom. There's an affirmation here. You can hear it and repeat it if you like. I am alert and aware. I learn from each experience and grow in my wisdom. Kind of in line with what we were discussing so far. And
Yes.
guidance, Chestnut Bud asks you to become aware of the repetitive patterns and experiences in your own routine life. When you are present and mindful, you will respond from inner wisdom. Allow your inner child to learn from the past so that it can break repetitive patterns in your daily life. Breathe. As you breathe, inhale calmness and exhale peace. Inhale calmness and exhale peace. Be present in the here and now. So that's the Batchflower Oracle card, Chestnut Bud. Thank you. Okay, now there's a nudge card. I don't know anybody. So this is not a number. These are just nudge cards. So just tell me, it's just a stack. So which maybe you can tell me when to stop. Who wants to do this? You can raise your virtual hand. So my dearest neighbor, Shilpa, is first time joining the call.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to pick, tell me when to stop? iPhone 609. Okay, stopped. Swapnaji said stop.
Okay. Okay, I'm here, Subra.
That's okay. I'm going to stop right now and then we'll do it one more time. Oh, wow. It says, I am the one I've been waiting for. So there's no excuse.
Nice.
Start now. This is that tree, I think, the tree of life, right? And balance yin yang, the white and the black on this. And then it says, I am the one I've been waiting for. So that's awesome. All right, Shilpandi, your turn. I see you now. Thanks for
Okay.
joining.
Thank
Tell
you.
me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. All right. Oops. When I express gratitude for challenges as lessons, I open the door to transformative growth and positive change. So I think it's all kind of leading to the same way, like Smita said, for the body, we're showing gratitude. And, even if we have challenges um, with our body, which I do, I'm sure a lot of us do, maybe all of us do some challenge, right? When I express gratitude for challenges as lessons, I open the door to transformative growth and positive change. So a lot of lessons, I think what I'm taking from Puneet is the breath work. Coming back to breath is the key. From Smita, being grateful to the body. And from the David Kahn's book and Elizabeth Gilbert, I think no complaining, and then let the inspiration stay. Whatever we are doing in our daily life, maybe imagine the 3 most tranquil images to get back to. Because the thing is, we spend this 1 hour and we are all zen, and the real routine starts, and we are, back to the normal. The key would be to keep doing this again and again and again until we are able to at least 3 times a day recall that what we did and apply it and just have that few moments, those few moments of silence where we can get back to, just doing nothing and be receptive. So that's from me.
Yeah,
Thank
beautiful. Love how all the readings were connected, like you said.
Yeah, that was really nice. Chestnut bud is also a learning flower, right? So we're like with
Learning
the
from your learning from the repetitive
learning. So
patterns. Yeah,
yeah, so the lesson is, I think, to get back in.
beautiful. Does anyone want to share anything?
I feel so much gratitude, for this session, for everyone to be here. Just, so much gratitude for my body, so many things, we don't really pay attention to. So, yeah, just feeling very grateful, for all of you all to be present here. And, this whole practice that we've done, the breath, the meditation, reading, it just feels so good to be here, starting your Sunday morning like this. And maybe for some of you to end your Sunday like this. But yeah, thank you. Just feel
Yes. Thank you for joining. And for those who listen on the recording as well, I think it's great. Like Puneet, you said, it's great to just come back and practice, right? Like to come back and tune in to what made us start this whole thing and just come back into that energy. It's like beautiful. And to have some people to do it along with, it's even greater. So thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you. Anat says, thank you for this beautiful session and good to see our bees and family. Yeah, we
Yeah.
missed you equally.
Thank
Yeah. And
you.
we hope to do more of this for sure because we, I think, really benefit from the practice and the community.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye.
We're on time.
Thank you, everyone. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.